Ashley Trevino's homeless, hanging out with Bri and Santos, and made her world premiere on Kick. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. And make sure you're really subscribed. In this first clip, Ashley's kicking off her Kick career by sad fishing and telling everybody she's homeless.
This is my living out of a bag right now. I don't have a place to go after I leave here. Well, I have my parents' house, but I don't want to go back there. So I have a friend helping me look for an apartment right now. I'm going to try and get into an apartment by this weekend.
In this next clip, Kick is telling Santos on Ashley because she's not working.
Did you read the comments?
No.
Report her. She ain't got pants on. I already reported her. Well, somebody said she had a beer belly. Somebody said put that beer belly away.
In this next clip, Ashley's telling us we're going to get to see the real, raw Ashley. Ugh.
Y'all can judge me, y'all can hate me, whatever. But I'm going to show y'all the real, raw me. Who I am as a person. This is my life. Living out of a bag right now. I don't have a place to go after I leave here. Well, I have my parents' house, but I don't want to go back there. So I have a friend helping me look for an apartment right now. I'm going to try and get into an apartment by this weekend.
In this next clip, Ashley's getting in trouble from her mommy because she's not taking care of her daughters or her puppies.
Well, it's fine. You got responsibility here, daughter.
No, I know.
I've got to still buy stuff for these puppies and for the girl.
The girls have my card on file.
But the puppies don't? The puppies don't have your card on file?
All right,
So
well.
that goes back. I told you. That was happening this weekend. I've had to buy pads and I got to go buy dog food and stuff.
All right, I'll go get everything. When is he leaving?
Huh?
When is Toby leaving?
What?
When is Toby leaving?
This afternoon. Well, I mean, I already bought the pad. You just got to send me money for the pads and food.
All right, I'll send you some money.
All right.
All right, Mom.
In this next clip, Ashley's an Indian giver and she don't want to take care of her kids because as soon as they go to buy something, she's calling them and threatening to lock her card.
Oh, heck no. Hold on.
Who's talking to like that?
Are your food out?
What'd you say? Adam, what'd you say?
No, what did you buy at Target? Stop.
Why are you calling me that?
Yeah, literally. You
Say
have
it
my
again,
phone on
Goofy.
Apple Pay, right?
Say it again, Goofy.
Yeah, you have it on your Apple Pay.
Y'all hear this kid?
No one.
Y'all hear this
How
kid?
are you going to keep in tabs? I have to buy shampoo and stuff.
Yo, watch your mouth.
Please let me know when
Y'all
you
hear?
spend some more because I'm about to lock the card because
Huh?
I've been spending since yesterday.
Bro, what?
Since like the other day. Bye.
Holy shit. She looks like a pug. Like a, because the lines that come down from her mouth, like, and then her cheeks, She looks like a pug. No? Pugs are cute. She is not.
So does she look like a pug or not?
Makes pugs look bad.
In this next clip, Ashley's got her toes out and she's talking about how she misses Uncle Fester. Ew.
I've been keeping myself busy. I feel like he used me, you know? That's what hurts. It's because his feelings weren't genuine, like mine were. I literally did everything a housewife did. Like, cook, clean. I don't know why I thought, like, he was the one. Like, we clicked so good. He was so protective. He really fucked me up with this one. Like, I guess I just haven't been able to, like, sit here and let it out. I've been keeping myself busy. And nobody understands, like, it's not easy, you know, like, I mean, and then he gets on live with Carol C and no, it's not that, but it's like, I feel like he used me, you know, and that's what hurts, is because his feelings weren't genuine, like mine were. I literally did everything a housewife did, like, cook, clean, and I've been drinking a lot more just to to not feel the pain.
She has cankles. Where the calf meets the ankle and you can't tell which is which. There's like that little fold on her ankle. It's a cankle.
I think that's an anklet that's being swallowed up by her ankle fat.
Holy crap. How did she get so invested in a person that quick? How long was she with this guy? Like a month?
Do you not watch my videos?
Listen, you have a lot of videos.
I do have a lot of videos, and that's why you should subscribe.
You're not answering my question.
What's the question?
Good Lord. How long has she been with this guy?
I think 2 months.
How can she be so invested in a guy after being with him for 2 months? You barely got to scratch the surface. Like, how does she really know this guy? Like, how does she... I don't know. Like, how you just gonna... Is she just dramatizing the whole situation?
Is she dramatizing?
I'm asking you questions here.
I
And you're
don't
looking at your hair with your ADD.
think Ashley Trevino dramatizes everything. But I think that, so any guy that she's with, she's ready to marry them. Anytime she gets with them, allegedly, she's pregnant right after. She's already said, Theo Fester made me take a pregnancy test or some bull crap like that. She's always saying that stuff anytime she's got a boyfriend. She's always pregnant, asking her minor kids how they're going to take care of the baby, because we know Ashley's not going to take care of the baby because she don't even take care of her own kids. So that's just how she is. She's very clingy to men. She's very like woman hating Ashley. But if a man smells her noo-noo from a distance because it's downwind, she thinks they're going to get married, in my opinion. In this next clip, Shotty Bane is saying that she thinks that Ashley looks broke and she kind of feels bad for her.
You saw Ashley Trevino doesn't know where to stay at?
Oh, I seen that. You think that's true? Yeah.
She looked broke.
Oh, shit.
I feel bad for her. But at the same time, no. Because she's a bad mom.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Shotty Bane's coming on here saying that she feels bad for you. You are really down in the trenches because that's rough.
She sounded like she was out of breath just brushing her hair.
Don't talk about Shotty Bane.
She sounded like she was gasping for air. That only happens to me when I go up a flight of stairs, okay? There's a difference.
In this next clip, Santos asking his chat how much he should charge for Ashley's OF page. 37 cents. 37 cents. Max. That's top tier. Like half a penny for the bottom tier. Does OF have tiers? I don't know.
I'm gonna make $5 5 or 10. Shit, well, with this money, the more money I make from this, the more I can give out. I know I'm not selfish with my money. $5 right there. Oh, I used to do a lot of giveaways. I could see her with a good 1,000 subscribers on here. So 1,000 times, how much did y'all say? $3? Come on, you can do me right now. I say, we just want to roast Ash. I'm kidding, but I'm not gonna be doing all this for $3,000 a month. I said her 50%.
In this next clip, Santos is telling Ashley to get on stream, and she says she can't because she's got to go pee-pee. But we all know that Ashley loves to take us along with her in the bathroom.
Ash, I need you, at least someone, one of the creators always on camera.
Okay, I gotta pee though. Sam, I think there's somebody in that room. I have to go pee.
You know, try to stay in the camera where you're.
Okay. No, I understand that, but you know, like, I really didn't want things to go the way that they ended, but he literally talked so much about me, and then I heard that he's going off Chelsea. He's doing that shit, like, the stuff that I wouldn't do, like, the fuck.
In this next clip, I think Bri and Santos are starting to regret their decision to have Ashley in their house because they're saying that she ate a whole month's worth of groceries in one night.
Was it a whole cabinet full of hot Cheetos?
Used all of it. A month's supply in one night.
Hide the chips from Ash. We can hide everything.
The bean dip's gone.
The bean dip's gone.
Damn. Like how shit.
This is everything Ash ate last night, chat.
In this next clip, Ashley's being weird and flapping around her flabby fat ass on some barely legal guys as they run away from her.
Go ahead.
I'm speechless.
In this next clip, whoever that guy is calls Ashley a fat bitch, and she tells him that ain't the only thing that's fat.
Muscle meat.
She's such a fat bitch.
I don't give a fuck about my fat. I'm a fat bitch. There's pussy fat too. I got a fat pussy.
Girl, we know that thing is fat. That thing is fatter than most guys your age. That thing is big, bulbous. It looks like a football in your underwear. That thing is so big that I'm scared to look in your direction if I ever see you in public. I don't think I could ever look at you in the eye again. I don't think I could ever look at anybody in the eye again that's wearing a red dress, a red shirt, anything red. I don't even think I can look at red anymore. I think I'm traumatized by the color red and maybe even the color white, because is that what color your underwear were? I don't know. Why do I know what color your underwear are? This is so sad. In this next clip, Ashley showing us all how much she really does respect her body and her kids as she talks about the sleeping arrangements.
You ain't gonna sleep on your bed? Wait, where I sleep at?
You gonna sleep with me too?
Boy. Yeah, we not gonna.
He gonna be in the front, I'm be in the back.
Literally. I'm like, hey.
Boy, no, you not, man. Take your.
She swear right, she Beyonce and shit right.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
You gonna be like, what? Yeah, y'all see her, y'all?
Man, hell no.
What y'all think?
Except I don't leave hickeys.
Yeah, she ain't leave me these, y'all. I been had these.
Yeah, he been had them. I don't know why he shut up here with them.
Why?
She's like an old hood rat.
Don't talk about hood rats like that. I love me some hood rats.
What?
I like hood rats.
Hood rats are like
Like ghetto girls.
no. The hood rats, women are just they'll sleep with anything that's just fucking anything that's near them. So you like some hood rats?
No, but I like my ghetto girls.
Okay, that's different than a hood rat.
Yeah. I think she's like an aspiring hood rat because she could never be a hood rat because she never got attention until she got on TikTok. Maybe that's why sometimes she talks like, go get him, go get him. You know how she does that sometimes? No, you don't know how she does that? He doesn't watch my videos. In this next clip, Ashley gets mistaken as Bri's mom as they're out getting pedicures.
Wait, I'll just show you. That's not my mom. That's crazy. Mom. That's my mom. Actually, Ashley Trevino is my mom. Yeah.
I raised her.
Yeah, that's my mom.
I raised her.
Mom, huh? Yeah, that's my mom. Hey, mom. Do you mind if I take your picture? I don't mind. Thank you. My mom. Yeah, that's great. Oh, just kidding. Sorry, I didn't know if I was looking or not. You're very pretty. Aw, thank you. I wish that thing wasn't on my nose. Goddamn.
That is so embarrassing. Can you think about how mad Ashley Trevino was that the lady at the nail salon was like asking Bri, oh, is your mom popular too? Your mom popular too? And Ashley's probably like, what if Bri's like 26, Ashley's 36, she's only 10 years older than Bri. That's a hard 36 for her to be mistaken as her mom. That's so sad. And then Ashley's just standing right there as the lady tells Bri that she's so pretty. And did you notice that those ladies were not asking to take pictures with Ashley Trevino, but they were telling Bri how pretty she was and asking her to take pictures. Now, y'all know Ashley's mad, and I'm worried about Bri. She might come to get her. Poor Ashley. Not really, though. In this next clip, Bri's TTS is asking if Ashley's noo-noo smells.
Bri, give us a wink as it smells when Ash is jamming out with her clam out.
In this next clip, white boy West Wave is trying to teach Ashley how to have some rhythm.
Let's go the shoulder goes up. Okay. Alright? And then your chest goes out. So. Hey, before we get done, y'all, she gonna be. Hey.
Now, you know she ain't gonna be doing that. She ain't got no neck. How's she gonna do that?
Ash! Yeah. Hey, everybody spell Ash in the chat. Let's go. Hey! They're going in. Hey! Give her a chance. You already got it. She already got it. She's locked in. We're taking over the game again. She's about to have a whole new account. It's going to $1 million probably in a week.
A lot of y'all prayed for my downfall, but
Let's go. God got her. You know what I mean?
we're praying for her to
God got her. Hey.
In this next clip, we're back with Bri and Santos and TTS. Well, they've got some things to say to Ashley.
Ash's beer gut just tipped $3. Put a paper towel Ash's neck and see how much grease come out.
We would run out of napkins. I'd not wasteful, okay? I like to save the paper.
Patio be cattin' just tip.
Stop sending her money. Don't pay her to talk to her on TTS. In this next clip, white boy West Wave is going to show us some more of his dance moves in a weird TikTok as Ashley just stands there looking weird.
Mami, por Dios, que...
In this next clip, Grandma Ashley's getting mad at her granddaughter Bri. Well, just watch it.
Grandma!
Ash's fat neck just tipped $3. Ash, you're an ugly, big-built body, homeless, no neck, having titties hanging down to your knees, bitch.
She was chugging the hell out of that coat. How you gonna sit there and let people like roast you and you not say anything? They're just like, it. Maybe that's her strategy. Maybe she does that so people will keep saying it. But I don't really think that's her strategy, because she genuinely looks like upset, like her feelings are hurt, like almost like she's being bullied. But we can't call it bullying because she's nasty, mean, gross. So we can say whatever we want to say about her. And just in case you're thinking about defending her or feeling bad for her, just watch this clip.
They said justice for Isaiah. Justice for Isaiah. Fuck everybody else. Not all that in a can of beans.
Just in case y'all forgot, Muhammad is the guy that Isaiah unalived when he was like 15. And Isaiah is the same guy that Ashley had a crush on when she was like 17, 18, 19, something like that. And he was only 9 years old. And after he got locked up and had nobody to really support him or be there for him, she swooped in her nasty little self and married him. And thankfully, that only lasted a little bit. He divorced her, but he's still gross. He's so nasty, and there shouldn't be any justice for Isaiah, only for Muhammad. And because Ashley's so mean, nasty, and gross, Bri won't let her sit with them, and she's got to sit in the back seat. And they're saying that's where she lives. Allegedly?
Ash could not sit in this seat because that's Chrome's seat.
Plus, Ash got to sleep back there.
Bri, quit fucking lying, bro. I wanted to sit back here, you dumbass.
Hey, you're like,
no, like she's literally.
You're like sister.
Fucking nerves, bro. No, someone said it. Someone said it. Fucking Uber back home. How much is that gonna be? I don't give a fuck, Bri. It's gonna be like 500 gifted subs.
Ash.
Give her a blower kiss.
Boy, hell no. Nah, hey, Ash, real. Like,
Anonymous
cool
just
now,
tipped
brother.
$3.
Stop
Bri, why do you let that over talk you crazy? Check her ass, you know she's scary. Won't do shit.
He likes when she screams in other ways, guys.
I like when you laugh though.
He loves that laugh. He loves that Ash laugh.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Just look at my wallpaper. The babe.
She's gonna crack.
Ashley?
Oh yeah. And when she cracks, it's not gonna be good. Because eventually it's gonna get to her. She's not putting herself in a good position. Like, because everybody's just clowning on her. She's literally the butt of everybody's jokes. And eventually she's not gonna, her personality is gonna crack. So it's just gonna happen.
I've been saying it. I've been saying that she is going to be like one of those Lifetime movies, you know, where they eat. It's going to be like one of those situations. I hope not, but I think something bad's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen to her or to somebody else, but everybody that comes into contact with Ashley makes fun of her, uses her for their own benefit, and then throws her to the wayside. They don't really like her. That's so obvious. She doesn't truly have friends. She doesn't truly have a support system. I think at this point, even her parents are tired of her. At least her mom is, because her mom's already like told her she couldn't come over for like a holiday or some crap like that because she's showing her nasty ass nunu and her ugly ass milk duds on TikTok Live. And I think that when Ashley really gets involved in Kick and has TTS really roasting her 24/7, I think it's not going to be good. It's going to be bad. And I hope that she didn't sign a contract with White Boy West Wave for like a year or something like that, because I don't think she can handle Kick's TTS for that long. At least me, if somebody says something bad about me in the comments, I don't care. I'll say something back to you. Doesn't bother me. But she doesn't have that personality, and she doesn't have a thick skin, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be like a Lifetime movie. I'm telling you, just wait and see.
She doesn't have any moral guidelines, so she doesn't, in her mind, she could do whatever she wants. She justifies it. So like eventually she's gonna get drunk one day, justify it in her mind, and then just act on whatever she wants to act on. Because that's her tendency already.
In this next clip, Ray and Ashley go at it at each other because Ashley's getting tired of Ray and his bullshit, and Ray's getting tired of Ashley and her stinky noo-noo.
Podcast. Who the fuck you talking to?
I said, get the fuck out of my shit,
Who the fuck you
bro.
talking to?
You, motherfucker. Who the fuck you think I'm talking to?
Shut up, ogre.
No, you
ogre.
shut the fuck up.
Ogre. Stupid ass. Ogre.
Can we leave his ass right
I'm
here?
gonna turn into them trolls that be in
I
that
wish you
chat.
would.
I'll turn into them
Bro, I
trolls.
wish you fucking would.
Alright, well, let me see the glasses.
DJ, back up your girl. Back up your girl.
That ain't my hope.
Could you imagine being in an SUV with 4 people all talking shit about you, all making you feel bad? Then you've got TTS tipping Bri so they can say bad shit about you.
Like, how did they sell that to her? Like, how did they sell that to her to make her think that it's all just fun and games or whatever? Like, do they say, oh, you're just gonna play the villain for a while? You just got to put up with it for just a little bit, and then this is the way we create the drama. And are they like brainwashing her to thinking like this is all okay? You know, we'll treat you like this, and it's just all for the camera. Is that what they're doing to her? Like,
I think some of it is a skit. I think they're like, okay, this is the storyline. This is how we're going to do it. Because if you really think about it, Ashley's doing the same crap she's always done. When she started getting views from being like the inmate hopper, she didn't start getting views until like controversial stuff started to happen. So they're creating the controversy as the storyline. So I don't know if she's realized. I think she may be starting to realize that they're saying it's the storyline, but the stuff they're really saying, like in the SUV, I don't think that's a part of the skit. And I think that's why she starts to get mad. So obviously everything on the internet is fake. Nothing's 100% true. Everything gets edited. Everything gets edited in some capacity or another. But I do think that, how do I say this? I do think that they are selling it to her as a skit or a storyline, but they're just saying that so they can say the things they really want to say about her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. It's like setting a ball up on a tee.
Yeah.
It's like a whack it.
Yeah, that's why I said in the last video that I think she's going to last 3 to 6 months. 6 months max. If the girl lasts for 6 months, like, props to her, because I don't think she's going to be able to handle it.
She ought to have some thick skin for all that.
And she doesn't have it. She doesn't have the right personality. First of all, she doesn't have a personality. She doesn't know who she is. She very much tries to mimic other people around her, which is kind of weird at her age. You know, she was like 18, 19, 20, figuring out who she was. That would be understandable. But as a 40, wait, she's not 40. She just looks 40. As a 36-year-old, that's really weird and strange. I think that...
How old was she when she had kids?
I think...
So the kids are what age right now?
They're like 16 and 13.
So subtract that from where her age is.
36.
So she was 20 when she had the kids?
So she wasn't even that young.
She wasn't.
I'm still growing. Ash has no excuse. She's just a dumb bitch naturally.
No, you still, both of you still need.
Well, Bri, I want you to know that I don't love you and I legit hate you.
So I told them that today they're gonna actually get like a real life, like raw look into my life, what I do on a daily. Because like they've never actually seen it. They only see whenever I stream. So they've never actually like seen it from like morning to night.
Are you ready, babe? Dude, oh my gosh, you're so hot. Okay, do you want me to order it already? Okay.
Oh shit, that would have been bad.
Huh? I like your fake freckles, but remember last time they came off when we were in the pool?
Everybody was giving me crap about the bed bugs thing. Look at that. Putting some ointment and the Band-Aids on it. The bed bug, that's malicious right there. You must miss her? Girl, please.
Ashley Trevino almost gets all of her weave snatched out by Santos for physically attacking Bri Olsen. Hey everybody, if you are new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino? Ugh. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In today's video, we're taking a look at all of the 4th of July festivities between Ashley, Bri, and Santos. In this first clip, Bri's just laying in her bed being a good little girl. Maybe. Ashley gets mad at Bri for being prettier than her. Well, not really, but it sounds good. And Santos has to come to Bri's defense by snatching Ashley's weave out. It's not funny.
Don't put me by my hair. Don't put me by my hair. That's not my hair. You're not gonna put my hair. You're not gonna put by my hair. No, you're not gonna put by my hair.
Boom! He came in my life. He came in my life. I swear to God. Did he not? He came in my life.
I have to be completely honest. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what led up to this. Well, I kind of know what led up to this. I know it has something to do with Uncle Fester and Bri being on live together. But to be honest, I haven't watched those clips entirely because I wanted to watch them with you, of course. In this next clip, Santos is going to give us the breakdown on what happened and why he decided he had to pull the last of Ashley's weave out.
I thought she had hit her because her phone got smacked out of the screen.
No, she took my phone out of my hand.
Yeah, so all I did was like she was about to like grab her and everything, so I just like I was trying to separate it.
Well, that's what I was trying to show her. I was like, he grabbed more of your shirt, but your hair was in there. But I don't.
It was her shirt.
Bro, he started it. No, he started it because
It was her boyfriend.
And
I say either
he's
she
trying
needs
to make us all
just
fight.
learn how to just live stream and just fucking
go with the whatever the banter.
Yeah, because if not, she's always gonna be hated on.
No, she's always just gonna be like, someone's gonna text her something. She's gonna be like, oh my god, she's gonna freak out over it. Like, is she 15? She doesn't know that her ex.
Yeah, and then flies started coming in here as soon as she.
Shut the fuck up.
If Ashley's going to be on the internet, if she's going to be on TikTok, if she's going to be on Instagram or Kick or whatever the hell platform she's trying to be on, she has to realize that she has to go with the flow. She has to be able to let people talk shit about her, and she has to be able to react better. I've said it from the very beginning. I don't think Ashley is somebody that should have a platform just because she's a nasty, gross person, but also because she doesn't know how to go with the banter. She doesn't know how to talk shit. She can sit there and say bad things about other people, but if other people sit there and say bad things about her, she's offended, she's mad, she's disrespected, and it's getting to the point where she's becoming physical like we saw in that first clip. I've also said from the very beginning, if people aren't careful, I think, in my own opinion, that Ashley could turn violent and potentially be like one of those Lifetime movies where the things happen. Listen, we all know that Ashley's jealous of Bri. I don't know if this little thing they've got going on this weekend is a skit or not. But what I do know is that there is a little bit of it, even if it is a skit, has a little bit of truth behind it. Ashley is a very jealous person. We all know this. Ashley wants to look like other girls. She wants to have the face of other girls, the hair of other girls, the body of other girls. And Bri is someone that Ashley can't stand because Bri is a bad mom. Yeah, sure, we all know that. But Ashley is a worse mom. And Ashley, in my opinion, doesn't understand why Bri is getting attention, love, and support when all she gets online is a bunch of hate. And I think, skit or not, that Ashley is very close to going over the edge. In this next clip, Bri is explaining to someone on TikTok Live what it was really like having big old Ashley come at her. Ew.
Was like, I don't even know how it started. What was the first thought when you saw that running up to you and you were laying down?
I was looking at it in slow-mo and it was going fee, fi, fo.
I was like, ah! I was like, no.
And just in case you're wondering what it's like to have Ashley come at you in slow motion, we slowed down the video for you. It's the turnaround game for me. I mean, that face, ooh, that's a hard 2. Ugh. But there's something about watching it in slow motion, the way Ashley looks at the camera. I think that this might be a skit. I don't think it's real. I do think that some of Ashley's anger is real, like I said before, but that's only because deep down in the core, she's a nasty, horrible, jealous, no good person. And although I think that White Boy Westwave, Santos, and Bri sold her this skit to get views up for the 4th of July weekend, and I think Ashley went along with it because she's hard up for some change, I do think that this weekend could potentially push Ashley over the edge for good. In this next clip, Santos is going to explain to us why he pulled Ashley's hair. I know he's gotten a lot of hate and backlash for pulling Ashley's hair. Well, actually, I think Santos has gotten a lot more love and support than hate and backlash for pulling Ashley's hair. But that's all because in that situation, Santos, in my opinion, was just protecting Bri from what potentially could have been really harmful, hurtful, and potentially could have put her in the hospital for the 4th of July weekend. I mean, Ashley's a big girl and Bri's just not.
Nah,
Brady, thank you.
Because
Thank
she
you,
did say that she literally said on my live that she was gonna, and she was all up on her, and I heard her. I heard like her live went all like crazy.
Yeah, she grabbed the phone out of my hand.
Yeah, so I thought she was about, and
This
I
just
didn't want
happened,
to.
Mariah.
Bro, I thought it was gonna be harder to pick her up, so I just pulled the hair instead of picking her up.
Monica, how happy did it make me? It made me so
I didn't want to have to
happy.
separate a fight. Nah,
Brady, thank you.
No, because
Thank
she
you,
did
Brady.
say that she. What's
No,
going
he
on?
did it on purpose. I'm going live, hopped in, and that's Stalking. He did it on purpose. Yes, I sent it to you guys.
Hey, but she was gonna. I thought she had. Her phone got smacked out of the screen.
No, she took my phone out of my hand.
Yeah, so all I did was like she was about to like grab her and everything, so I just like I was trying to separate it.
Well, that's what I was trying to show her. I was like, he grabbed more of your shirt, but your hair was in there. But I don't.
It was her shirt.
Bro, he started it. No, he started it because
It was her boyfriend.
and he
I
triggered her.
say either
He's
she
trying
needs,
to- he's
she
trying to make
needs
us
to
all
just
fight.
learn how to just live stream and just fucking
Go with
fuck
the whatever the banter.
Yeah,
all
because
just
if not,
banter.
she's always gonna be hated on.
No, she's always just gonna be like, someone's gonna text her something. She's like, oh my god, she's gonna freak out over it. Like, is she 15? She doesn't know that her ex.
Yeah,
is
and
trying to
then
fuck with
flies started coming in here.
Not the flies, Ashley. You gotta do better.
Flies started coming in here as soon as she.
Shut the fuck up. But like tomorrow, like tonight, I'm gonna separate y'all. I feel like y'all my kids.
Like
I'm
teenagers?
separate y'all. But I do like with you.
Need a fly swatter.
In this next clip, we're finally going to find out what pushed Ashley over the edge to the point where she almost suffocated Bri. Thank God for Santos.
I'm going live. Hop in. Let's talk. Okay, Uncle Fester, I'm waiting for you. Where's my Laneige? Oh, she's really not gonna like me now.
What's going on? Why are you crying?
Who's crying?
They're
If
commenting.
anything, I'm about to go in that room and punch that stupid girl. And you want to keep being fake?
Pinche marrana guanga. Tell her to go home if she don't want to be there. Go home.
Hey, don't act stupid, bro. Don't act stupid. He came in my life.
Guys, everybody, guys.
He came in my life. No, don't sit there and act stupid though. Don't sit there and act stupid. Don't pull me by my hair. Don't pull me by my hair. That's something you're not gonna do. No one's gonna pull me by my hair. You're not gonna pull me by my hair.
No, you're not gonna pull me by my hair. That's boom. She came in. He came in my life. He came in my life. He came in my life. I swear to God.
Now, Ashley, you can't sit there and say, you're not going to pull my hair. That's not what you fitting to do. He already pulled your hair, girl. What are you talking about? It's not. You're not fitting to pull my hair. Girl, he did it. He pulled it. And you didn't do shit. In this next clip, I think Bri is trying to throw most of us off of the scent that this whole thing was a skit by saying that this current breakup with Uncle Fester and Ashley is the real skit. I think that's a skit too. I think potentially they are still together. But I also think that all of this fight, the pulling of Ashley's nasty ass extensions is also a skit. But I don't know. We'll probably find out very soon.
Bro, I've been saying it from the start that her and that man breaking up has been a skit this whole time for money. I swear to God, I've been that. I wouldn't doubt it. I think they're still together and she's trying to milk it for views or something like that. Bro, I feel like it's not working, bro. I remember one time they fought on live and it was like something that like seemed like it wouldn't have happened on live. It was something weird. And they like broke up for a day and she was like crying on live and I swear to God, I knew then that that was a skit.
In this next clip, Bri's on live with a friend who is volunteering to fly out and handle some trash.
You want me to fly out? She took your phone?
Yeah.
You want me to fly out?
Maybe
4th of July surprise? Maybe. Why is she taking people's phones?
That's crazy. Tell him to wait.
We'll wait for her to be laying down, relaxing.
In this next clip, Theo Fester's making his rounds on TikTok and telling all of her business.
I did not know until we got back from Florida when she admitted that she hid Cheetos and snacks in her bag to eat all day.
She did.
Because I'm serious. I try to eat healthy. And she would wake up and she's like, oh, I'm starving. I'm like, girl, I mean.
Sorry cuando estaba comiendo la chichi.
Oh my gosh. So I did not try to starve her. I mean, that girl.
In this next clip, I have to be honest, I don't know what the hell Ashley's saying or if she's even talking because all I can do is stare at her as she straightens her hair.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Nancy, for sharing. Yeah, guys, let's get to 100,000 likes. Let's do it. I'm about to just make this movie.
Like, what the hell is she doing? Do you see that? Is the damn straightener even on? The damn hair looks worse than it did before she started to straighten it. She took that thing down that strand of hair so fucking fast that it didn't even do nothing. Like, girl, you gotta let the fucking heat sit on the hair for a second. You ain't even got no goddamn hair. I don't even know why she's doing that. Maybe if she leaves the heat on there for too long, her hair might fry off. Stop sending her money. We've talked about this. How you gonna do duck lips after not straightening your hair with a straightening iron?
I'm about to just make this movie.
In this next clip, Ashley's pretending that her daddy cares about her and saying that he's gonna come and, well, take care of Santos.
Oh my god, my dad must have heard. He just texted me, "Are you okay?" My dad will come over here and whoop him. Just kidding.
In this next clip, Ashley's messing with those 4 strands of hair as she says she thanks her haters every day for getting her where she is now. You mean bald and homeless? You're welcome.
Remember, your haters got you where you are. Exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly why I thank them every day. Exactly why I thank them. Because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, gracias. I just don't know where this hair is like sticking up. Oh no, he's not allowed to give my purse away because just say if he does auction it off, I have reports that show that my purse is actually my purse. So yeah, I will show up to his house with the police. Don't play. Don't play. So I'll pull my Louis receipts up real quick. So yeah, he's not allowed to sell my purse. And he knows that. We talked. He knows. Trust me. That's why I said exactly why people have the charges they have sometimes. Literally. And I know the scoop on that. And I will tell it all.
Why are you worried about that one piece of hair? Girl, you need to worry about the 4 other strands that you've got. Listen, look, you see this? You see this? I have extensions. You can have extensions that look semi-decent. Do mine look the best? Well, no, not right now because it's late at night when I'm filming this. Don't judge me. We only judge Ashley Trevino here. Anyway, my point is, girl, wash that shit. Brush that shit. Take care of that shit. Girl, put fucking Olaplex in that shit. My hair gets taken care of. It gets washed, conditioned, Olaplex in my hair, whatever the fuck it is. I put the best of the best shit in my hair because I don't want it to look like yours. So maybe you are an influencer. In this next clip, Bri and Santos continue to fuck with Ashley and she's about to get Bri one more time.
Uh-oh, Ashley.
It's
In this next clip, Ashley's talking to herself on the phone and saying that people want to come and take care of Santos and she should like go to the police and all this stupid shit. And well, if I have to sit here and watch her talk to herself, so do you.
I've had so many people like messaging me already about it and like texting me, and some guys want to get a hold of him and I'm just like, I could have called cops. I had proof. Like I really could have got him for a D, but I didn't because I'm not that mean of a person. They're not here right now, so she's got a visit with Winter. Finally, she wants to be a mom. I could have got him for D. I still can. Well, then I guess I will. Yeah, and my extension's hanging out, so.
Ashley, you can't say nothing about your extension hanging out. Hell, all of your extensions are hanging out and look like shit. What are you gonna do? Call the cops and tell them that your hair's falling out? Bitch, that hair has been falling out since November when you got them nasty ass extensions. You can't file a police report because your extensions are falling out after 8 months. And do you even brush them bitches? Because that shit looks nasty and rat infested. That shit is so fucking tangled. Like it makes me want to run my fingers through my hair to remind myself to brush my hair. That is so fucking gross. I don't even live stream and I literally sit with a brush off to the side of the camera just in case my shit starts to look messy. So y'all let me know if my hair starts to look nasty and I'll brush it.
And my extension's hanging out, so.
I've been getting like protein overload when I eat too many eggs.
I'll probably call the cops then and see what they're gonna do. I mean, my daughter's already seen it too, so.
Your daughter's already seen it too. Girl, you care more about the fact that your daughter saw your weave get snatched out than you getting your new touched and rubbed and caressed and your meat missiles hanging out and flapping around so everybody can see. You care more about your daughter seeing your weed get snatched out than them seeing that nasty meat missile flapping around for everybody. Priorities, Ashley. Priorities.
I mean, my daughter's already seen it too, so. He has a habit of doing that. He does that with everybody. He's never done it with me, though. That's why I was like more like shocked, because he's never done it with me.
In this next clip, we get to see Bri's reaction to people telling her that Ashley's dad is looking for Santos. And it's basically the same thing I thought about it too, girl.
Her dad's looking for him. Her dad's not even looking for her. No.
In this next clip, Ashley's being super weird and creepy as soon as Santos comes in. And I want y'all to pay attention to the way Ashley acts when she sees Santos and the weird thing she does as soon as he walks out of the view of the camera. He's 19 and she's like 36 or 37. She looks like she's about 58, but that's just my opinion. Watch the video.
Hi, baby. I went to the beach and everybody knew who I was. And they just... You went to the beach without me? You didn't wait? They were walking home. But... Wait, Ash, yeah, should I wear this one? Yeah.
In this next clip, I'm really concerned about Bri because if Ashley falls and lands on her, it's just going to be a bad 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
If you love winter, you'll spray it. If you love winter, you're going to spray it.
Oh, she threw water at me.
Look at Bri, she's running the way she ran into the video.
Okay, we're saying it.
Better lock the door.
It didn't even touch her.
It's like the Maury show.
I'm sorry.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Come on. Oh, they're distracted.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey!
It did touch me. Why are you doing that?
Stop, Ash.
Why?
Ash, stop.
Why are you trying to break
Ash, stop.
Yo, I already asked you.
Stop. Ash, stop.
Pull her hair.
I've already asked you to stop. Okay, we're even. Right. And you continue to do it.
Pull her hair. Marrana.
Feel it. We can still
stop.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Cause you free world.
Babe, you're gonna get party mad.
Come on.
There it goes. If you can
It didn't even touch her.
In this next clip, Ashley's talking to herself on the phone again. And of course, she's talking about the one person that she's truly obsessed with that doesn't want anything to do with her. Well, unless he's making money off of her.
But even, like, they're not here right now, so she's got a visit with Winter. Finally, she wants to be a mom. And then he's out with his friend, but yeah. I could have got him for DB.
Team Rose, guys. Yes, thank you, Jazzy, for the rose. Thank you, everybody who sent roses. We're on ×2 right now, guys.
I still can. Well, then I guess I will. Yeah, and my extension's hanging out, so.
Eggs. I've been getting like protein overload when I eat too many eggs.
I'll probably call the cops then and see what they're gonna do.
But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Bri and Santos stay messing with Ashley? That Ashley continues to look at Santos like he's a piece of meat, and she continuously attacks Bri to the point that we're all afraid for Bri's life if Ashley accidentally falls on her. Do you think that we should all work together and get Ashley off of the internet once again? Or do you think that we should just give Ashley all of our love, support, galaxies, and all of our $3 to support her OF career? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Ashley Trevino's in a hotel room crashing out over Bri, Santos, and Uncle Fester. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. In this first clip, Ashley is in a hotel room all by herself, drunk and alone, and crashing out over Bri and Santos.
I can't stand you, and I can't stand Santos. I pray that y'all never get custody of your kids. Literally. You can't pray for that downfall on me. My kids are well taken care of. I'm a bomb-ass mom. My kids are good. Fuck y'all. Fuck your mom. Fuck your dad. Fuck everybody.
Well, obviously, Ashley is all drunk and delusional because she thinks she's a bomb-ass mom. No, she's not. Does she even know what her kids are doing right now? She's so fucking weird and gross. She has no idea where her kids are, what they're doing, if they've been fed, if they've done their schoolwork today, or is it a holiday week? She doesn't even know because she's being weird, gross, and delusional on the internet.
So I think when she gets drunk, she starts to think about all the things that is wrong with her. And so the things that are wrong with her, she tries to say that they're not wrong with her. So I'm the good mom. I'm a good mom. But if you say it in the opposite, I'm not a good mom. You see what I'm saying? So she's thinking in her head, I'm fucking up, and this is why I gotta address it. And so she does that. That's why she's even talking. Nobody's asking her about it, but she's bringing it up because it's on her head.
So you think it's possible that she's like trying to convince herself? Yeah.
Yes.
In this next clip, Ashley's all drunk and swaying with some rando in a hotel room as she says that she hopes that Santos and Bri have nothing but miscarriages. And if that isn't gross, well, I don't know what is.
That bitch don't fucking deserve no kids at all. And I pray that her and Santos have nothing but miscarriages from now on.
Ash.
In this next clip, Ashley's still in that weird hotel room talking about shots fired against Bri.
Y'all don't deserve that shit. I pray y'all never have any other kids in this fuck. You were just calling me out, weren't you, Bri? Weren't you just calling me out? Did I hear wrong or what? You were literally just online calling me out. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Fire with fire. Let's see who gets burned first. It ain't gonna be me. I guarantee you that.
I think it's all Skit. I honestly, truly think that they said, hey, go to the hotel and let's create some controversy. Go ahead and start a fight with Bri, and then we'll go back and forth for a little bit because we need to get the numbers up.
Initially, I thought like all of this was real. Like Ashley was like all pissed off at Bri and Santos, but then I had to like kind of like take a step back and realize that white boy West Wave was involved in all of this. And I started to really think like everything is like very repetitive in Ashley's past content. How she started out like growing her numbers was through being controversial. And you'll see through the course of this video that you're going to see like some of the same characters come into play. The same verbiage we've already seen with the Muhammad, the Isaiah situation. What's going to get views is fights and controversy and things like that. So white boy West Wave might be smart, but he's not that smart, in my opinion. In this next clip, Ashley is calling Bri a bald ass bitch as she talks about some random ass shit.
You know what? Bri got something to say about my baby daddy being dead, right? That bald-headed ass black bitch, right? Bri Olsen. Fucking prostituted ass bitch. I heard her try to say something about, I talk about her baby daddy or whatever, and mine's dead. Mine's dead because he had leukemia. Not by choice. Okay? Bri, I swear to God, I want to fucking get a hold of you so bad. You better be glad I'm in a room right now and not at the house. Because if I was at the house and I heard you say that shit about my kid's dad, your bitch ass would have been fucking dragged right now, bitch. Swear to God. Santos, I don't care if you're watching this either, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit ass dad too. Fuck you and Bri.
I think it's just, I think the reason why they even keep her, Ashley, is because they want to keep her as the shit talker. I'm a shit talker. And then it's like old type shit talker versus new type shit talker.
She's very much saying things that, like, for me, were popular in like elementary school, like middle school.
Ashley tries to cut you down by trying to hurt your feelings, where the new try to cut down is try to like cut through to the gist of it. That's a new type of cut down. So she's old school, where she's trying to hurt your feelings, and the new is just like, I'm gonna call you out. She picking Cheetos out of her teeth.
All I could think about during this clip was, what the fuck is in her teeth? Why is she smacking her tongue against her teeth like that? Like, girl, go brush your teeth, get some dental floss, like, call an orthodontist, like, fix that problem.
She needs some floss.
She needs, like, Jesus floss and a psychiatrist.
I thought I was the only one that didn't realize what she was saying. All I could focus on was her tongue.
I have no idea what she said.
Going up between her teeth and her lips. Sucking something out. What did she say, for real?
No idea. Something about Bri and Santos and dragging Bri or something.
Was she calling them out or something?
Yeah, I think so. I think she was like calling them out and saying something about like they better be glad she's in a hotel room versus there. First of all, if you were going to do something to Bri, you would have done it when you were in the house. Like that bullshit with you yelling and like leaning over her in the bed. Like, girlfriend, if you were going to do something to Bri, you would have done it then. Like, you wouldn't have been yelling and like, like a fucking pit bull. Or like more like a chihuahua because she's little as fuck. Like, okay, more like an overweight chihuahua that needs to go to the vet. Like, she's fucking weird. Like, she's not going to do shit. We all know Ashley can't fight because if she could, she would have already like laid hands on Bri. She's fucking weird. We all know she's jealous of Bri and her beauty and her charisma and her ability to grow an audience. Even if we think Bri is not a good mom and she's controversial and blah, 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 Bri does have the ability to bring in viewers, where Ashley only has the ability to bring in viewers because people want to laugh at her, make fun of her, talk shit about her, and just watch her crash out like an idiot. In this next clip, weird ass Ashley Trevino says that she's willing to testify against Bri for 2K in their custody hearing.
I will testify against Bri in 2K's court hearing, letting the court know what I've seen. Bri snort. I've seen it. I have videos of it. Play with me if you want to, stupid ass bitch. You want to sit there and call me out? You were just calling me out, weren't you, Bri? Weren't you just calling me out?
You want to go, Bri? You want to do this? We can do this. Me and you. Right now. If I call the cops right now, I'll get you so busted, you won't even have your kids anymore. Because I got so much blackmail against you, you don't even know. Bring it, Bri. Let's do this right now. We'll do a cage match. I'll jump off the top ropes. I'll body slam you. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
In this next clip, Ashley's still all alone on 4th of July weekend talking shit about Bri and Santos and wishing on them.
At least I have custody of my kid. I didn't lose custody. I have 100% custody of my babies. She went from 100%, 75%, 50% to supervised visits. She ain't no mom. At this point, she's an egg donor. An egg donor is what she is. She is not a fucking mom. That bitch don't fucking deserve no kids at all. And I pray that her and Santos have nothing but miscarriages from now on. I'm gonna block you. I'm just kidding.
In this next video, Theo Fester enters the chat and says that if Ashley comes to collect her fake Temu Louis Vuitton, he's going to have to video record it. Like, how old is this dude?
If she comes over here, she's gonna come over here and pick up her purse, and you guys will all see that because I have to videotape it because I don't want. You should go live. I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm serious because I don't want her coming over here and claiming that, you know, I hit her or I said this or I said that.
It's on my video.
I have to videotape and record everything because to have, you know, evidence that I didn't do anything. I didn't say nothing. Come pick up your stuff, leave, and walk out and leave my driveway. So I'm going to have to put that up.
Dude's scared. He's afraid that she's gonna like bash him and like say bad things about him and try to ruin him. That's why he wants to video it. Yeah, because he knows how vindictive she is.
In this next clip, Bri has realized that Ashley Trevino is crashing out and watching her, possibly stalking her on TikTok Live.
What is that? Bri.
They're watching my live.
You guys? She ain't shit. At least I have custody of my kid. I didn't lose custody. I have one.
Because your baby daddy died.
She went shit, Santos, and everybody that associates herself with Santos.
So,
but I swear to God, I want to get a hold of you so bad. You better be glad I'm in a room right now and not at the house. Because if I was at the house and I heard you say that shit about my kid's dad, your ass would have been dragged right now.
She can talk about my kid, but if I say something about her dead baby daddy, it's a problem.
And she wants to sit there and say she does it for the fucking views and shit. Fuck them views. Fuck her kid. Her kid. You fucked with my family. You fucked with my kid's dad. Fuck you, your baby daddy, and your child.
Oh, perfect. $300. That's nothing. 9:30 a.m. Ruby, can you leave at 9 a.m.?
Bri said, the only reason why you have custody of your kids is because your dad is dead. Their dad is dead. So by default, yes, she has custody of her kids. That's fucked up. That's like dark humor. That's some dark ass humor. That's funny.
Her ex-husband, before he died, was actually in the process of suing her for custody of her kids.
How did he die?
Leukemia.
Oh.
Yeah. In this next clip, I just happened to be on TikTok when whoever the fuck this girl is says that she's catching a flight to come take care of Ashley Trevino for talking about Bri and her baby.
That's what you said, right? Well, now we're catching a flight. You don't need to come to LA. You're not welcome in LA. We don't want you in LA. Okay? We're gonna go to you. okay? To show you that you don't talk about kids. You don't bring up kids. You don't say F kids. You don't talk about people's kids, okay?
The sad thing about this is I don't think that whoever the fuck this girl is going to actually do anything to Ashley, because so many people have said, oh, come to my city, I'm going to f you up. Come to my city, I'm going to mess you up. Come to my city, I'm going to beat you down. And nobody ever actually touches Ashley.
I'd be like, hey, Ashley, how you doing? And then I'd be like, hey, you want to come on our channel and you want to do an interview and we will paint you in the best light ever. And just let her dig her own grave because she always does it.
I think if Ashley ever sees any of my videos,
I think that like people are like, oh, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna kick your ass. They'll do that for like cloud chasing. They just want to ride the wave, basically. And even if they do show up at her doorstep, they still just do it for cloud chasing. Just to say, oh, look, I'm gonna do this. And even if she does come out and they do get into a fight or whatever, it's still just for the views. Even if they get arrested, still just for the views. The whole I'm gonna go show up at your house and all that stuff, all that's just for the views. That white boy's a genius.
what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Ashley's all alone on 4th of July weekend in some weird, dusty, musty hotel room talking about Bri and Ashley, saying that she would snatch her up, but we all know she wouldn't really snatch her up because she's scary, mean, and gross. Do you think that we should all just crash out on Ashley Trevino and tell her she's a nasty, no good, rotten, dirty human being? Or do you think that we should send her all of our galaxies, unicorns, bubbles, donuts, roses? Ooh, not the roses. And all of our $3.50 for her OnlyFans page? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. Just when I thought Ashley Trevino's skits couldn't get any worse, they do. Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss a video. And in this first clip, Ashley Trevino wants you to come along with her as she gags and cries and throws a toddler tantrum in her nasty ass used BMW. Okay, wait, quick disclaimer. If you have like a gag reflex, gagging sounds, the sight of seeing someone like gag and just do those kind of gross things, maybe skip ahead a few seconds, because the very first portion of this video is what's gross and disgusting.
I'm still outside his house and I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Do I call the cop? I don't know. No. No.
I don't believe it. I don't believe anything in that clip. I don't believe she was really gagging. I don't believe she's really crying. I don't believe that Uncle Fester really kicked her out. I don't believe the things that she's going to claim in the clips that I'm about to play. I don't believe any of it. And the reason why I don't believe any of it is because of that crap that Ashley, Bri, Santos, and Uncle Fester pulled over the 4th of July weekend. Now, if you haven't seen my past few videos, after this one, go get caught up, because my husband and I have said multiple times that we think that everything they do is a skit. Now, I do want to say that initially when I first saw this and I saw like tears running down her face, I thought that she might like be serious, that this might really be truthful. But then I had to like catch myself like, whoa, girl, like slow down, because she has lied, and lied so many times. It's like the boy that cried wolf, right? Remember that story from like elementary school? I think they took that story and they're like, let's just run with it. Let's cry wolf, cry wolf, cry wolf, because that's going to get us money in our pocket short term. But what Ashley doesn't realize, what she's doing long term, is those supporters that she does have, because she does have supporters. If you like it, if I like it or not, she does have supporters, because there are people out there in the world that are just like her, and they see all of her success and all of her views and all of her followers and blah, blah, blah. But those people are going to get tired of seeing her act out these skits. Now, I have to say, I do think Ashley's acting is getting a lot better. If you remember back to the first time that Ashley ever tried to pull one of these skits, it was between her and Have Fun. The acting was terrible, horrible, just like F rating acting for both of them. But Ashley's gotten really good. And I think she's getting so good with her acting skills because she's such a manipulator at heart. She's nasty. She's disgusting. She's evil, in my opinion. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. She only cares about the short term, right here, right now. How much money can I get in my pocket this week from TikTok or Instagram Live or wherever she's able to go live on that particular week? I don't believe anything that she says or does. I don't believe anything that she has on live. And I will continue to talk about it because I think that Ashley needs to be permanently taken off of all platforms. And who are you people buying her cameos? Didn't we talk about this? Stop sending her money. But there's something really, really disturbing that she's going to say later in this video. And I don't want to spoil it, but it's gross, disgusting. And I think it's going to be triggering for a lot of people who have either dealt with situations with their partner, their husband, their boyfriend, their wife, their girlfriend. And those people are no longer going to support her. And even worse is later in today's video, Ashley's going to claim that she wants to unalive herself. And I think this is the worst thing she could say. We all know Ashley's not going to do anything like that. I at least don't think she would ever do that to herself. And I don't think she really meant that when she said it, but she knew that people would clip her videos and share it online, and she's trying to gain sympathy. But that is a big issue because there are so many people that really do have those thoughts. And there are some people that may act on them if they think that Ashley Trevino is going to act on those ideas in the future. She's not a good person to watch. Nobody should be watching her that looks up to her. I don't look up to her. I don't like her. I don't care about her. My goal from day one of covering Ashley Trevino is to bring awareness and to try to get her off of all platforms. And I have to say, because of my work and the work of so many other creators out there on YouTube and TikTok, we all in our communities have done an amazing job of getting Ashley off of TikTok. Every time she gets a new account, it's gone within a matter of hours or days. So we are doing a phenomenal job. And I think it's time that we continue to spread awareness about how nasty she is and how dangerous she is for society. I mean, there's a reason that Stephanie So put her story about Ashley Trevino on her Rotten Mango podcast versus her Moral of the Story podcast. Stephanie saw it. I see it. And other creators see that Ashley is a danger to herself and society. As we go through today's video, I want you to think about what Ashley's saying, what she's doing, and I want you to let me know in the comments below what you think about each of these clips that we're going to watch. What do you think about her actions, her behavior, and the words that she chooses to use on live? In this next clip, Ashley is very manipulative. She's sad fishing. And she's basically gaslighting us, and it's really gross. It's really strange. And the fact that, let's say that this was all true and this really did happen to her, even though I'm 10 toes deep, I don't think it's true. I don't believe her. But if it were true and she's saying the things that she's saying in this live and gaslighting her audience, it's really dangerous and borderline sinister.
You don't think it's funny, right? For people to treat like this, right? Yeah, I have bruises. Right. He literally put his hands on me. Him and his cousin and his son. They literally grabbed me and threw me to the ground.
In this next clip, you're going to see the kind of support that Ashley gets online when she's potentially been hurt by Uncle Fester. You have to remember before watching this clip that Ashley is not a good person. She doesn't take care of herself. She's rude and disrespectful to her parents. She doesn't take care of her kids. Her kids still don't have beds. I mean, at this point, I'm wondering if they've ever had beds living with her. Probably not. But wait a minute. She didn't even get her own house till she was 36 and then she lost it within a year. She talks bad about other people online. She says racial slurs. She victim blames and she's always going after teenagers. So this is the kind of love, support, and respect that Ashley gets from other people on the internet.
Oh my God, Mom, are you okay? Shut the hell up, Bailey! Uncle Fester kicked me out, fool. Mom, you were refusing to leave their house. Manando me, que mis tíos, his son, and his abuelita, like, manando me. Mom, like, they just pushed you out of their house. Kaylee, you weren't even there, dumbass. They did. They kicked me out of their goddamn house. They manhandled me, look. I got all the bruises right here. I don't know what to do. Well, maybe you should get off live and call the cops. And not do that. Shut the hell up, hold on. Hello. Hey, it's Santos. I could come pick you up. Tell me where you at, Big Mama. Big Mama? Yeah, just come pick me up, fool, please. Cool. Does Haley need a ride too? It's okay. You can find a ride, right? What? Mom! Hey, I'm the one that needs somewhere to stay. There's a goddamn bus stop down the street.
Sorry, not sorry. This lady is a bad person. She's not good to her kids. Hell, I think this version of Ashley Trevino spends more time with her daughters than the real Ashley Trevino does. In this next clip, Uncle Fester, who I also think is a bad person, now that I know for a fact that he's just part of the whole pyramid scheme, this group of people that's just essentially scamming people online to make money. I don't like him. I don't believe anything he says, but whatever. Here's his short version of what happened the night that Ashley supposedly got beat up.
All right, so explaining everything that happened last night, cops showed up. I showed them videos. My son had videos of the whole situation. Everything. We videotaped everything. Cops looked at it. They said, the video don't lie. It was all on video. Thank you, sir. Have a good one. They got an Uber for her and got her home. And I went up, took a shower, and headed to the airport.
In this next clip, Michonne has entered the chat again. See, I think all of these people are characters. I think they come in at the right time to stir up controversy. I mean, Michonne disappeared for like months. We didn't hear about him or hear from him on Ashley's lives, on Bri's lives, on Santos's lives. But if like they're all not friends and don't like each other, why does he randomly pop up? And why is he talking to Uncle Fester of all people? It's really strange to me. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. But for shits and giggles, let's see what Michonne says to Uncle Fester. He does ask some pretty good questions, even though it's all fake. I don't believe it. Never will. Sorry, not sorry.
So what's up with all the bruises on her arms and stuff?
Hey, good question. Good question. That's a good question. I don't know. When she started tripping, I started videotaping. I was like, we got to videotape this stuff.
Just in case you're wondering, in the state of Texas, Law enforcement officers are not required to arrest one of the two people that are involved in a DV situation. However, if they do find probable cause during their investigation while on scene, they should be making an arrest. However, if they don't find that there's sufficient evidence or they just don't see that there's probable cause, they can just separate the two people. So for those out there saying that one of them should have been arrested if it was a DV situation, not necessarily, not in the state of Texas. They are legally allowed to just separate them for the night. And I do believe that if this situation really did happen, that's why the cops did separate Ashley from Uncle Fester. I do believe that that's why they called an Uber for her, because she's obviously highly, highly intoxicated. And obviously they're not going to let her drive. But you're going to see later in this video that Ashley has a different version of the story, because of course she does. All of it is really weird, really strange. And when you start to piece together everybody's stories, they do change slightly. And you're going to see later in this video that Uncle Fester's story does kind of stay the same, but he just conveniently has a reason for everything that happened on that night. And it just makes me not believe him even more. There's nothing anyone can say or do to make me believe that this is not a skit. And one of the reasons why I believe that everything is a skit is because of this next clip. Ashley is crying over her shampoo and conditioner.
They didn't even give me my shampoo and conditioner. Like, they did it. And I told them I had stuff in the shower, and they were like, buy your own stuff. And I said, that is mine. Like,
in this next clip, Uncle Fester is on his way to board a plane, and he gives us a little more information about what he says happened on that night.
They saw all the video evidence and they said, that's all we need to see. I'm glad you recorded. I said, yeah. So I recorded, my son recorded, and they left. They got her an Uber home because she couldn't drive home. And that's that.
In this next clip, Ashley continues to manipulate her audience by saying 3 men manhandled her and she just doesn't know what to do.
It's me. It was him. His where to go. He literally threw all my shit outside. It was 3 guys that handled me, and I don't know what the fuck to do. I just want to kill myself. I don't have nowhere to go right now. 3 guys fucking pushed me into the wall, pushed me into the bricks walls of the house, and threw me on the ground, and handled me, and I couldn't. It's just me. It was him, his son, and his cousin, and they handled me. Like, my arms are hurting right here. They're burned. And over here. Like, look, there's bruises already for me. Where to go? They literally.
Now, Ashley, there were no damn bruises on your arm. What are you talking about? There were no bruises there. There were no bruises. Now, in that clip, that's initially after allegedly this situation happened. Where are the bruises? I don't know. Okay, listen. Let's be fair. Bruises don't always show up right away. Sometimes it does take a few hours or maybe even a day for bruises to, start to show up. I get that. I understand that. But the fact that she's sitting there going, look at my arm, there's bruises when there's nothing there. There's visibly nothing there. That just is another reason why I just don't believe anything that she says. Not to mention, did you hear what she said? She said that she wanted to unalive herself. That behavior is really dangerous. I don't know why she was able to continue to be on live after saying something like that. That is very, very like red flag behavior. If it were true, she should not be able to have a platform where people can watch her and look up to her and emulate her behavior. Because let's be honest, when you're an influencer, because although I don't think she's an influencer, she is an internet personality, if we like it or not. And when you have somebody like that on the internet that says they want to unalive themselves just because, you know, they're sad or upset or crashing out over something, does not make it okay. It makes it very dangerous for you to be online saying those kind of things. I don't think Ashley should ever be allowed to be on the internet ever again. Her behavior is spiraling out of control. And although I do think that the majority of this is a skit, I do think that there's a small fragment of all of this that is true. I do really think Ashley is spiraling out of control. I've always said it. I think she's depressed. I don't think she has self-confidence. She doesn't have self-worth. And I do think that maybe possibly kind of sort of allegedly, in my own opinion, and all the other protective words, that she is someone who does have those thoughts about herself and possibly could be someone who would delete themselves. She shouldn't be on the internet for various reasons. But that reason, that statement, those few words alone make me very scared for her, her daughters, and her audience of supporters. In this next clip, we're finally going to see what pushed Ashley overboard, at least in my opinion. I think that Ashley is upset because Uncle Fester is going to Las Vegas. He's not taking her. And we all know that Ashley isn't confident. She has no self-esteem. She's incredibly jealous and manipulative when it comes to her partners. She's very untrusting of whoever she is. Doesn't matter who it is. She doesn't trust them. I don't even know why she tries to get in relationships, because she's obviously not a trusting person. But anyway, whatever. You're going to see in the next clip why I think Ashley started to act out the way she did.
I'm going there in the morning.
Huh?
It's over.
It's in the bag, I think.
In this next clip, Ashley says that Theo Fester's cousin wants her to take down all the pictures and videos she shared online. But of course, Ashley can't do that because she has to spread awareness for other people in her situation.
Uncle Fester's cousin texted me to take all my videos and pictures down, but I'm not doing that because I want people to be aware that this is not the first time it's happened. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. It's happened multiple times. Like, literally. It's happened, like, a lot. It's not okay.
It's really disgusting to me because there are people that live with that live that life every day. And if this didn't happen to her, which I don't believe it did, then she is the most vile, nasty, disgusting person I've ever seen on the internet. In this next clip, it's the next day and Ashley is driving somewhere. I don't really know, but she's basically in the car driving around, maybe just driving in circles. Who really knows? Who really cares? But she's basically giving us a sober version of what happened the night before. And you know, she keeps bringing up this damn Louis Vuitton bag like it's another character in the plot line. I wish she would shut up about Louis Vuittons. I mean, she's making them all look cheap and nasty and gross, and now nobody wants to carry Louis Vuittons. And if you do carry Louis Vuitton, you feel kind of nasty, gross, and cheap. Do I have a Louis Vuitton? Yeah. Do I have real ones? Yeah. Do I have fake ones? Yeah. Do I sometimes feel embarrassed when I carry them? Maybe.
And that's when they started throwing all my shit outside. Everything. So I have the Louis in my I have it in my bags. I don't know where I'm gonna be staying at these next few days. I'm not going back to my parents only because I'm not gonna sleep in the living room. And I don't want to bring the stress of me to my parents. So,
and just in case you need a reminder as to why I don't believe Ashley, and even if it did happen to her, I do have sympathy for her, but not really. And the reason why is because of what she says in this next clip. So we all know that Ashley victim blames. She blames the victims that were unalived by the people that she talks to in jail. You know, all of her inmate boyfriends that aren't really her boyfriends. They never were. They just wanted her to send them like commissary money. And the fact that she thinks that like she had a relationship with all of them is really weird and gross. But anyway, in this next clip, this is like years ago, like maybe a year ago, not years ago, but like a year ago or a little over a year ago, where Ashley was like hanging out with Heartbreaky in Orlando, which by the way, she didn't take her kids to Disney. She just took herself. Anyway, whatever. Ashley's talking to Heartbreaky and they're talking about the Chris Watts case, and listen to what Ashley has to say about Shanann, the victim. And of course, we know her beautiful children were also taken away from the world by Chris Watts. But listen to what Ashley has to say about her. And then if you wonder why people don't have sympathy for her, well, this is one of the thousands of reasons. In this next clip, Ashley goes from saying that, well, maybe if she wasn't annoying, he wouldn't have done that to her, about a beautiful wife and mother who was taken away from all of us from a nasty, gross man.
The unalived his wife. Well, it's not my fault. Act like it's my fault. Maybe if he was happy, he wouldn't have.
And you wonder why we don't like you, Ashley. Hello, do you know the shit you say online? In this next clip, we go from Ashley blaming a victim because she was maybe annoying and that's why she was unalived by her husband, to asking us, it's okay for this to happen to me. Look, y'all think this is okay, right? She is so gross. Stop sending her money. $70 on Cameo. Are you guys crazy? Send me your $70.
But that's okay, right? Like literally, that's okay, right? All them bruises that y'all see on my arm is okay, right? Like, seriously? Look at that. But that's okay, right? Right?
In this next clip, Ashley's in her car crying some more because Uncle Fester put his hands on her. Well, maybe you were annoying, Ashley. Maybe you were annoying. I sure know she annoys the fuck out of me.
Put his hands on me. It's fine, right? He literally put his hands on me. Him and his cousin and his son. They literally grabbed me and threw me to the ground, right? I just want my dad. I just want my dad. For three guys to grab me, and I feel so undefeated. They literally grabbed me and threw me out. A man that I trusted to protect me didn't protect me, and he hurt me. My arms hurt. I don't know where to go. They didn't even give me my shampoo and conditioner.
There she goes crying about that damn shampoo and conditioner again. And I am so sorry. But her saying, I want my dad. That is so gross to me. And let me tell you why. Because when her kids are upset and crying and sad about their dad, you know what she says to them? She says, well, at least he's not here now, because if he was here, he would have been deported. And being deported is way worse than not being on the planet Earth anymore to love, support, and care from you and protect you from me. Okay, well, she didn't say that last part, but you guys know what I mean. But in this next clip, Ashley's had an epiphany and she wants to change her life. Of course you do. Of course you do, Ashley, because more people will send you money on that day because they think, oh no, Ashley's been drug around and beat up by all these men, so we're going to send her money. You people should be studied that send her money. Like, seriously. Thoroughly.
I need to get my life right. I need to get my mind right. I want to get in counseling. I'm going to see if my manager can put me in counseling because I think it's time for me to go. Like, literally to counseling. If I don't get the help right now, then I just know, like, it's going to get worse. I need to go get help right now. If there was like a women's shelter or something, I would go stay at. I might rent a cabin in Oklahoma. I don't know. I might do something like that just to be alone for a few, or take my kids out there, just us, and just spend time. I need something to help me because right now my mind is not right and I can feel it. Like, I feel like I'm in a world that I don't even know right now.
Absolutely, under no circumstances should Ashley be around her kids. If she is like, what's the word, volatile, like unhinged, I don't know, like mentally she's not stable, like unstable person. She does not need to take her kids to a cabin in Oklahoma. That is the Lifetime movie type of shit I've been talking about for months since I found out who she was. She does not need to be around her kids. In my opinion, she should not be allowed to go be with her kids unless it is supervised, unless there's like a moderator or a monitor or like whatever that shit is that Bri has to pay for to see baby Winter. Ashley, in my opinion, should not be allowed to be around her kids. If she's going online, saying the things that she's saying, if it wasn't bad enough that she's just being racist and a nasty person. I mean, we all know that you can be racist and a nasty person and still be able to like raise your kids. But when you are saying online, on live, that you are mentally unstable, that you want to unalive yourself, that you're lost, that the world feels like something you don't know, those are all red flags, red flags, red flags. She should not be allowed to be around her kids. And I'm starting to wonder if this is why her kids really don't want to be around her, because she doesn't seem like somebody that just said those words for the first time because she's going through something she's never experienced. She seemed very comfortable saying those words about unaliving herself. And it just seems like she's said this many times before in the past. And of course, I don't have proof of that. I'm just speculating for shits and giggles. But one thing I'm not speculating for shits and giggles is the fact that her kids could, in my opinion, potentially be put in a dangerous situation if they are ever to go anywhere alone with Ashley in the near future. In this next clip, I think Ashley, hopefully, maybe, but probably not, realizes that nobody really cares about her. I've been saying this for a long time. Nobody cares about her. They all use her for money, for views, for followers, to get their accounts where they want them to be. And if this is true and it really did happen and there really was like a DV situation between Ashley and Uncle Fester, she saw, according to this clip, that nobody cares about her enough to pick up the phone.
I was calling people like crazy last night that I could figure out who was close to me just to come pick me up. And nobody answered. I Ubered because the cops didn't let me drive. That's why I didn't press charges, because his son was there. And I wouldn't never want to get arrested in front of my kids. I wouldn't want him to get arrested in front of his son. And then he had Vegas today. Like, I'm not a mean person, because if I was, I could have pressed charges last night and he would be in jail right now. Cops did take pictures of my arms and my body before I left. So before I left, they did take pictures of me from all directions of my body and my arms. So I had marks, he didn't.
This next clip, Michonne is pressing Uncle Fester a little bit more for answers, and at least he's pressing him a little bit more in this clip than he was in the last clip, and he's still, in my opinion, asking some of the right questions, and asking Theo Fester why he's avoiding answering those questions.
So why do you keep going away from the questions about last night?
I answered the question.
So you told her to leave, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get her out?
Te dije que llegaron los policías, que no?
Okay.
Okay.
And so who put that on her arm? The cops?
I don't know who put that shit on there. It wasn't me.
Now, Uncle Fester is lying right here. He's lying right here in this clip. He knows how the marks got there. I don't believe any of it, but if it is true, it's really strange that Theo Fester is changing up his story so much in such a small amount of time.
It wasn't me.
Do you have a police report?
I wouldn't be. A police report?
Yeah, they would give you one because you were involved in it. That's why it was your house.
No, I don't know. They haven't done it yet.
Where's the incident report?
Nobody gave me no incident report.
No, and it happened at your house?
In my house.
In your house, and you didn't get a case report? Oh, yeah, it's all fake.
It's your lips that are fake, bro. It's your lips.
Yeah, there's a reason why you just lost 5,000 followers. There's a reason why.
It doesn't matter to me.
There's a reason why.
Hey,
Now, Machone is right. In this situation, under Texas law, there is an incident report, and it should be like public knowledge, at least like the time, the date, the occurrence, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not all the details. I'm not sure about that. But the initial report that there was a call placed, blah, blah, blah. All of that should be public knowledge. I did look that up before I made this video. I didn't take the time to search the records because I'm not doing that. But if you guys have seen an incident report, let me know in the comments below, girl. What does it say? Because I'm very interested, but not interested enough to go look it up myself. In this next clip, Theo Fester is giving us a little more details about what happened on that night. And this is where you're going to see where he admits to grabbing Ashley allegedly. Well, it's not allegedly because he admits it, so fuck that. Theo Fester admits to grabbing Ashley, and he claims that that's how she got the bruise on her arm that we saw in the later clips. Now, at one point during the night, there were no bruises, and then later in the night or the next day, Ashley shows bruises, which initially I thought that they were self-inflicted by Ashley. I don't know if they were. I don't know if they were not. I don't know if she did it, if he did it, if their manager did it. I don't know who did it. But basically, in this clip, if it's all a skit, Theo Fester's an idiot because he does admit to grabbing her. And although he does make it seem like, well, if he didn't grab her, then she potentially, well, she could have, well, just watch the video.
We went out to a little sports bar. We were shooting pool. I was pretty much the DD. Everybody was taking shots, having fun, just like we all do, right? We were driving home, just kidding. Wanted to open the door while we were driving, so I grabbed her as I'm slamming on the brakes. Vince and Karma were in the back seat witnessing it. Marks that you see on her arm is from me grabbing her and trying to keep her from falling out of the car. So that's what happened. I had to grab her while I slowed down. Embarrassing thing. We ran out of gas.
I don't know. There's something about the giggling for me that makes me question all of this. I don't know. Like I'm 99% sure this is a skit, but there's still that 1% of me, even though I'm like, oh, you can't convince me nothing. I think, this is all bullshit in a skit. There is that one little teeny tiny percent of me that thinks that maybe this is true. And if it is true, the fact that he's kind of chuckling at the fact that she potentially could have fell out of the car if he didn't grab her is really weird, really strange, and really gross to me. And I don't know. I just think they're terrible people. Like, I get it. You want to watch people online that are like unhinged for entertainment purposes, but I don't think we should be giving these people this amount of views and this amount of like notoriety. I mean, Ashley Trevino is literally getting paid $70 on Cameo for saying stupid shit to people, and like people are actually paying her. Like, it's so weird. It's so gross. It's so disgusting. And just when we thought we'd heard enough about this, no, Ashley's got more to say.
He's gonna want to look like the good guy because he's trying to get the clout right now from me. But honestly, you guys, like, to put your hands on a female and 3 guys against 1 female, and I'm not big. I'm 4'11". Like, y'all might think I'm a big bitch, but I'm not. Like, bro, I'm small as fuck.
Ashley, we never said you weren't small. We said you were fat. You're big. You're heavy. You're overweight. You're obese. Hell, girl, I'm probably considered obese, so I feel fine saying that to you. You is a big bag. You are a big bitch. You are a big girl. You're a big beluga. You're a big, big, biggin. Nobody's saying that you're not tiny in regards to your height. They're saying that you're not tiny in every other capacity.
Like, bro, I'm small as fuck. And 3 fucking guys against 1 female. I was so defeated last night. I had one throwing me against the wall in reality, and now my arms are hurt. I couldn't even sleep last night because I was so hurt. Like, I was hurting. When do you, I mean, honestly, like, y'all are probably thinking, like, well, why didn't you leave? In these situations, how long does it take them to leave? How long does it take them to actually leave a person that they really love and care for? He might have not felt the same way about me, but my love and my care for him was real genuine. And he wouldn't even give me my shampoo and conditioner and my body soap, you guys.
Not the damn shampoo and conditioner again. Like, this lady and her priorities. Like, what the hell are you worried about shampoo and conditioner for? Like, are you that hard up on money that you can't afford shampoo and conditioner? Why do you keep talking about the shampoo and conditioner? Like, shut up. But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Ashley and Theo Fester and whoever her management team is this week is setting up all these dirty, nasty, low-down, grimy skits? Or do you think they're not skits at all? Like, I'm really kind of torn. Do you think that we should all love, support, give Ashley grace, galaxies, and $70 for cameos? Make sure you let me know in the comments below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you want to stay up to date on all things internet drama, theme parks, and Ashley Trevino, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time,